Hello, I am Scott of Scott's Computer Repair, Scott Flanagan. I'm here to show you how to upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10. Okay, this is going to be tricky a bit here. I recommend when you get it, I recommend you don't do it from the website itself. I recommend you download the ISO file and burn it to a disk. That way you have a copy of Windows 10 and whatever version of Windows 7 that you have on the computer, Home, Premium, Ultimate, Professional, it will be Windows 10, Home, Premium, Windows 10, Professional, Windows 10, Ultimate. So, and basically you want to download to the according to the version, like 64-bit or 32-bit version of the operating system, which just has 64-bit, and put Windows 10 64-bit on. Most likely, if you don't have the copy already burnt to a disk, if you have a computer system that has the 64-bit operating system pre-installed on your computer, on the computer you're using, that'd be the only way you'll get the 64-bit ISO file. Goes the same thing with the 32-bit ISO. So if you use the 32, if you need use the 32 USB ISO file, there is another way you can get it. Using the person's laptop itself, with that 32-bit version from Windows 7 or 64, doesn't matter which. Go to that website; it'll allow you to download the ISO file that you can burn. If you want to burn it from the ROM, or if you want to, or burn it from your computer, you need a flash drive to transfer it to. I do recommend use the disk instead of the flash drive, or try to do it directly from the website. The disk is the best option that I noticed, and everything else. Another thing is, when you do from 7 to 10, I recommend you have a fresh install of 7 pre-installed on your computer, on the laptop or desktop computer you're going to use to do this on. No files whatsoever, no software, no updates, just run Windows 10 installation from the disk itself. Okay, I'm going to show you from the start point. Alright, I'm going to go ahead. I got the Windows 10 disk already in the ROM, burnt copy of it. And this is a legal way to doing it. This is the upgrade from 7 to 10. And that way you have a legitimate copy of 10. It's like when they offer you the free copy of Windows 10. On that, it's like that little symbol does about the same thing as that. But this way you don't have to worry about the downloads corrupted or anything else. And you can keep the disk yourself. It won't be to the computer you put it on. Okay. I'm going to put it in. Okay, I just popped the disk in here. I'm just waiting for it to pop up here. There it's showing it's going through the machine, the disk. Okay, when this menu pop up, you can click Run. But if it doesn't pop up for you, you can go down to the Start menu, then Computers. Then you double click the ROM. You'll do the exact same thing. You can go ahead and click a Yes when it pops up there. And that's loading. Sorry for the poor quality of this section of the audio. YouTube had a problem with this portion of my audio because it had some music playing in the background, and just for a little music in the background because my roommate was playing some music on his computer, so I had to record this portion of it again. Just this portion, that was the problem. Yeah, because Iris by Google Dolls. Oh, sorry, can't play that, copyright issue. Yeah, we're waiting here. Yeah, I monetize my videos and stuff like that. Oh, there it popped up, and you can see the bottom there. I'll close this window out here.
Yeah, and you see it's loading, and you close the other one out if it's there. Still continue waiting. That disappears. No, here it comes back. La-di-dee, la-da-da, la-di-dee, la-da-da. Preparing. Do. Damn, it smells like crap. I hate weather change. Ugh. Bonkers. Okay, this may pop up. I recommend do not do the updates recommended. It'll just take longer. You don't really need to do it. Go ahead and just click the not right now. You do not have to participate in the thing, and just leave it unchecked and just click next, and you'll be all set there. And just let it still scan your PC.
Checking the machine, make sure it's compatible. And that's one thing you want to double check too. Make sure your computer's will have the drivers for what your Windows 10 drivers. You're going to have to install some of the drivers over again, and you might have to uninstall the previous drivers that were installed to make sure it works. If you have an NVIDIA video card or a Radeon video card, yeah, I recommend you do not update it. I would recommend you go to the website and get the update from there and install it from that. Okay, go ahead and accept the license agreement. Now it's going to come up where choose what you want to keep. Here in a minute. As I had somebody with an old Dell laptop, it had Windows 7 installed on it, and the only problem was the display itself, the screen, wasn't compatible with it. It was nothing but black. The only way I was able to see anything unless I hooked up a monitor to it. I'm glad I made sure I made a backup copy of his hard drive image so I could restore it right back to the way it was. Okay, before you hit install or anything on this, you want to change what you want to keep, because you don't want to keep the personal files or Windows settings whatsoever. And that's what I recommend. If you do it from a fresh install of Windows 7, before you do this, I recommend keep nothing whatsoever. Check nothing. It's like having to put a fresh copy of Windows 10 in without going through this process. Go next. Okay, and sorry, it says nothing's keeping anything. Installing Windows 10 Home Premium, basically because it has Home Premium on here. It said it will install according to what operating system you have on here, like Home Premium or Home Professional or Ultimate, and 32-bit or 64-bit. Just make sure one of those things. Okay, and click Install when you're ready. Yeah, whoever attempted to install 10 on this laptop previously, that's why the customer brought it to me in the first place. Whoever tried to install it for him, or he did, it didn't get installed correctly, so it wouldn't boot properly. Yeah, if you don't know what you're doing, don't do it. If somebody that does know what they're doing. Because you'll be out of the computer until you figure out how to fix it. This should keep the factory restore intact on the hard drive. So just in case you want to revert back to the original operating system that was on, if it's a factory computer, like Dell or Gateway, like this is a Gateway laptop, or Toshiba's, whatever, Sony Vaio, it will keep your factory drive part, where you can return it back to where it's restored. So you still have that option to go back to the original operating system. It will not erase it. So it's a plus part. If you ever decide you don't like Windows 10, there's a lot of people that have issues with it, but I'm using Windows 10 on my computer currently right now. So I've been using it for the past 3 months now. I had some issues, but I've managed to get through them. And then my system's been working pretty good after that. There's a lot of it basically was due to stuff wasn't updated quite yet with Windows 10. Like drivers and stuff, and everybody's going to get catched up. It's a timely process. I probably fast forward through this. I'll probably fast forward through it. If you want, you can skip past it through the timeline bar. I apologize, it's going to be a lengthy video. My last couple ones I did cut it down. But this one I'll leave it alone. I might cut it down when it hits the reboot to the big percentage sign. You'll see that. That's be normal. You'll go through 3 reboots. You'll see there's a bottom. There's 3 steps it will take. 3 different types of installation. And this way, you don't have to worry. I've been having troubles with Windows updates on 7 when I redo people's computer. It's like when I do a fresh install from the disk itself, I have a hard time getting the updates. A lot of people have been having problems with it because Microsoft is forcing people to switch to 10 due to that reason. So basically what I've been doing now, I've been getting people to get to 10, and pretty much all the updates is pretty much installed. There's a few updates that will be need to be installed, not a whole lot, and it's a pretty quick process after this.
computers, people scamming people
There's a lot of that.
on Craigslist.
Yeah. That's one thing you have to worry about on Craigslist when you buy stuff like that.
HP.
And sometimes you got to be careful. Another thing, they're not satisfied with their computer, they'll make complaints of it because of that. Even though the person told them this is what you're getting into and what you're buying. See, whatever customer comes to me when they want to buy a computer from me, I let them know what you're getting into. I'm not going to tell them, hey, this is what I'm not going to tell them what you're buying, because this is what you're going to buy. You know, that's what it is. And what is what it is.
Because I looked up on eBay how much it was worth.
Now, oh yeah, a lot of problems with Craigslist. You have to. A lot of people want to Jew you down. That's it. They will Jew you down. They'll try to get you down on the lowest price. You get practically nothing. You know, that's how Craigslist works.
Because they want it up to $200, and this one, the first eBay is like $189, highest bid.
Yeah. eBay, you gotta watch out too. Buyer beware. But you know, usually it's pretty. eBay protects you from that stuff. Yeah, I don't sell anymore. I'm not gonna sell anymore on eBay. The only problem is those fees. I hate them.
I'm glad she's not being on my computer anymore.
They'll get the idea eventually. It's like you're not. It's like, see Timmy getting on the laptop anymore. He's got the idea. So nope, and he's in the box. I see him. I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, blood. That's got hope real good. Oh, very lengthy. It takes forever. But yeah. Oh wow, today is Friday. Damn, this week went by fast.
Hey Matt, does this guy look like the other beer? The beer? What? Phone?
No, that's not home.
Yes, it is.
No. Hey, Scott.
Yeah.
I found my tower I want.
We find everything online what we want, and we can't get it because it's too expensive.
It's $12.50.
Scott, are you still on
Yeah, still on.
camera?
Yep. Whatever you say, it's being recorded.
Oh man.
I'll blackmail you.
I don't care. I'm not on Facebook.
Don't get on camera.
I'm not.
Talking fine, it'll be fine.
Hmm?
When we talk, it'll be fine. Okay, it's restarting now. Starting the second process of the installation of Windows 10. Which you'll see the big percentage sign on the screen when it boots up.
Hey Scott, if I sing, will it?
Yeah, it's picking up everything you sing out there. So yeah.
Ow!
Sorry, people, on those watching this video, you know, and roommates. There's the big percentage sign. There it goes. Yeah, I will fast forward through this. Okay, here we go. Alright, of course, make sure your time zone here at this point. It's the only thing you gotta really be concerned about because pretty much everything's preset unless you're gonna change your language, your country, and whatever. You know, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna select my time zone, Eastern Time. Go to next. Okay, I'm going to connect to my Wi-Fi, whatever Wi-Fi you're going to connect to. Pick it, and you got to make sure you put your key in. Your key is usually, if you don't know where it's at, it's usually located on your modem sometimes, or if it's written down somewhere, or if you got it or made it yourself. And after that's done, just click next, or skip that. It's up to you. Okay, and go ahead and use Express Settings. Click that.
Yep. Like a party. It's like a party. It's a truck. Yep. Party.
Okay, this is where if you got a Microsoft account, you can create a Microsoft account at this point. Well, I'm not going to create one because this is the customer's computer. They want Windows 10, so they're going to do that on their own. So I'm going to go ahead and skip this step. So if you already have one, just go ahead and sign in. You know, and okay, and I'm going to type the owner on this. And click next. Okay, Windows 10 has been installed. Now, I recommend you go to your, check in your device manager, find out what drivers have not been installed or needs to be installed. To do that, you go down to the Start menu, click the Start menu, click Settings, go to Devices, then you scroll down on the right here, and go, and in the bottom here you'll see Devices Printer and Device Manager. Click your Device Manager. And if you guys know the shortcuts, you guys can make it easier if you want it that way. Yeah, you always want to check, make sure all your drivers are installed, and make sure you got the ones at the right place. Like this one, it needs looks like a PC Simple Communication Controller. More likely it's the modem. I got to find that. I'm gonna have to look for that. Display adapter, same thing. It's a generic driver. I gotta find that too. And this is Intel's laptop. So I could probably find from the Intel website, or I could try the Gateway website, see if they have any drivers for it. You might have to do some searching or Googling. That's what I'm going to be doing. But I recommend you go to your device manager and see, like in here, what it shows, like generic drivers and everything else. Because generic drivers are not the best, I'll tell you right now. If you're a gamer on your laptop and everything else. So I recommend you try to find the driver that's compatible with Windows 10 for your adapter. There's ways you can find out, and you can, if you need to find out what to look up here. Alright, sorry for that, I'm back. Oh, looks like the Windows updates took care of the driver issue for me. So Windows 10 probably will do that for you. But yeah, you always want to make sure, you want to check to make sure it'll do it. But Windows updates sometimes take care of this issue. Sometimes they install a piece of junk driver. But yeah, you know what I'm meaning for a lot of gamers out there. As I said, I recommend for NVIDIA users and ATI users, make sure you get your latest drivers from their websites for Windows 10 if they have it. If not, you're kind of SOL. Okay. Just installed a driver here. It's probably doing Windows updates right now, more than likely. Check what's going on there. Same thing, check your settings, and go down to the bottom. You'll see updates. That's where your Windows updates will show up, and what your history is. Yeah, they're downloading and installing right now. It's right. So yeah, your Windows updates might pick up the update drivers for your computer. But as I said, for NVIDIA and ATI users, I recommend don't use their driver. Sometimes you're going to have, if they install the driver for you, you might want to uninstall the driver they install for you, and then install your ATI or NVIDIA drivers from the website itself, from them, because sometimes it doesn't work the other way around. Okay, because you'll be a whole lot of mess. But yeah, that's how Windows 10 upgrade from Windows 7 to Windows 10 is done. Appreciate watching this video. Please subscribe and have a nice day.